This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. I'm Gary Dick. It's being called a monumental day in Northwest Indiana. The Indiana State Prison site redevelopment process has begun with the first meeting of a Blue Ribbon Advisory Council. The group is tasked with coming up with a master plan recommendation for the prison site, which sits on prime real estate that will become available when the prison moves to a new 4,200-bed site in nearby Westville. An international supplier of specialized minerals will develop its first U.S. facility at the ports of Indiana, Jeffersonville. Lumina Sustainable Materials will invest $14.3 million initially at the Jeffersonville port to establish a multi-mineral processing facility, logistics base, and test laboratory to supply Midwest manufacturers. The move expected to create about 50 full-time jobs. A new corporate headquarters for Indiana. Lucas Oil Products has christened its new headquarters on the Indianapolis North Side after a move from its longtime home in California. CEO Morgan Lucas.
Moreover, what's best for the company, knowing and understanding where things were in California and how things were operating out there, and here it just kind of made it a no-brainer.
The first part of what will become the largest park in Floyd County is now open. The Melvin and Vicki Jensen Nature Preserve and Trails is a 75-acre space that features several miles of public trails that used to be part of Melvin's farm property. The space is part of the new 200-acre regional park, which will be adjacent to Nova Park Innovation and Technology Campus in Georgetown. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage. Community Health Network is suing insurer Humana, claiming the Louisville company owes it more than $7 million in drugs for its patients. Here's Marek Mazurik.
Community Health claims Humana intentionally withheld reimbursement for outpatient prescription drugs given to Humana's Medicare Advantage members from 2018 to 2022. Specifically, the drugs were provided under a Medicare program known as 340B, which is intended to serve low-income and uninsured patients. Humana officials did not immediately respond to an email from IBJ seeking comment. The company has not yet filed a response to the complaint, which was filed in Marion County. The 340B program in question was designed to help small county hospitals or inner-city clinics which take care of a large number of low-income patients. Community Health said Humana's failure to reimburse it for 340B drugs provided to Humana's members during that 4-year period has resulted in a windfall for Humana. I'm Marek Mazurik for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Indiana County Commissioners has announced the appointment of Tyler Warman as its new executive director. Warman joins the ICC after serving in the office of Governor Eric Holcomb. New leadership, at least for the time being, in Boone County. The Boone Economic Development Corporation announcing that Tracy Horth Kruger is the organization's interim director. Horth Kruger brings more than 25 years of nonprofit experience to the role and is a former news anchor at WRTV6 in Indianapolis. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.